So the design that my wife chose is a little bit more simplistic than I was expecting. It literally just is the top with the two legs. Oh, how wrong I was. Hey, what's going on? Thank you so much for tuning back into the channel. I really appreciate it. And today I'm going to show you how I made this beautiful entry table entirely out of walnut. And of course it came with a lot of difficulties, all of them due to the fact that I have a small shop or just didn't know how to use the tools I had in hand. I did end up buying a small planer. All of it was just me trying to join the 6 feet long boards that I had to join. Ended up working out really well, and everything is as nice and square, and you'll see the end result. But I really appreciate you guys coming in. Just watch the video, and thank you so much. I'll see you at the end. In this clip, I'm still trying to join one of the edges of the boards using a straight edge that is not long enough and is not working out very well. But once it's all joined, I was able to square the opposite edge. I know this isn't everyone's favorite tool or everyone's favorite tool, but I am using a Festool domino to help me with joining all the boards together. It's time to glue it all together. This is my first time doing a big project like this one with so much glue up and big, long and wide boards. So I did struggle a little bit, but at the end it all worked out very well. These Rockler bar clamps were very, very useful. And it was time to join the rest of the table, like the bottom shelf and the legs as well that I cut. And I just joined one big board and then cut to measurements. Here you see me using the table saw fence as reference to make sure that my legs were cut exactly the same length. And I'm using this track saw to make sure I cut both at the same time and at the exact same length. I decided to cut this piece out of the leg to put like a piece of wood in there that would help me to attach it to the tabletop. I spent a lot of time trying to figure out what would be the best method for this, but since I'm only using 3/4 inch walnut, I did not want to risk not having enough wood in there to use anything else. So I went for this piece of wood, and I'm going to use threaded inserts to attach it to the tabletop. I decided that I was going to give it a little bit more of a flair, and I'm going to make feet for the table so that the straight edge is not just going down, sitting on the floor. So I decided to make a little bit more of a decoration, so I cut these feet for the table so that it would look a little bit better. Also, I thought that I would need leveling feet for these ones, but I ended up not needing them, so I did not install them. Here I'm using blue tape and CA glue to attach these guides to help me reference it against the leg and make sure that I'm completely centered, or at least that they would be even and both sides would have the exact same distance. And now it's time to attach it to the bottom of the legs. I am going to use wood glue, of course, and then a little bit of CA glue to help me keep it in place while I drive a screw right in the center. That's gonna help, I think. I just wanted to make sure that the glue had enough pressure for the piece of wood to not move once it was ready to go. Here I'm installing a spacer from the bottom of the leg for the bottom shelf to sit on. And again, I'm using wood glue and CA glue to keep it in place while the glue sets. Of course, you want to add a little bit of decoration and visual appeal to the table, so I'm adding a little bit of a round over to the leg. As you can see there, it doesn't go all the way down, but I like the little visual effect that it gives, the fact that I cannot do the entire length of the leg. And now it's time to put it all together, starting with the bottom shelf. Here I'm using corner clamps to keep it all squared and in place while I glue the other side. Now we just wait for the glue to dry. And now I make sure that the space in between the end of the tabletop and the leg is all the same, which for me was 2 inches. And once I know that that's that's the correct spacing, I use again corner clamps to make sure that I am not moving it. And then I'm going to pre-drill for the thread insert. Using again blue tape to make sure that I'm not going further than I need to go, that I don't go through the entire tabletop. It's just deep enough for the insert to be in place. A little bit of CA glue and the insert goes in. And it's finally time to bring it all inside the home. You can see there the leveling feet that at the end I ended up taking off anyways. Here you can see a little bit of my mistakes, the way that this part is not really going to go all the way in. However, it is very solid. The table does not shake or wobbles at all. And here you go. The table actually looks really good. I am very happy with the way that it turned out. It's a little bit taller than I was planning, but only by a couple of inches. But I think that I actually turned out to be for the better anyways. But yeah, this was the biggest project I've done so far, and I'm really happy that I embarked on this challenge. My next one, well, not the next one, but I am gonna make a dining table that is still 6 feet long but a lot wider, and the legs are also gonna be a little bit different, more complicated. But yes, so if you want to see that video, if you want to see how I make that, and if you want to give me any advice on how to make it, please do subscribe. Follow me on Instagram. I would love to hear from you. But in the meantime, thank you so much for watching the video. I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'll see you in the next one.